Welcome back. It's time now to take a look at the top business stories. Nikhil to issue 6 billion dirham bond to trade creditors. High-end retail is on the road to recovery, according to a new report. And Symantec talks to us about the rise of hackers within social networking sites. The GCC markets ended mostly lower today, and there were mixed results across the UAE bourses. Shares of the DFM ended on a high today. The DFM was up 0.5% to close at the 1,639 mark. Arab Tech Construction was up 1.5%, while MR Properties was also up by 1.5%. Both Emirates NBD and telecom operator DO gained over 0.75%. 81 million shares were traded, valued at 156 million dirhams. And over in the capital, the ADX lost 0.2% to close at 2,715 points. Both Sura Real Estate and Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank dropped 1.75%. The energy sector also fell. TAQA lost over 0.5%, and Dana Gas lost 1.25%. 48 million shares were traded, valued at 106 million dirhams. And for a detailed discussion of how the local markets did this week, we're now joined by financial analyst Bruce Powers. Welcome back to the show, Bruce.
Thank you.
Now, rating agency Moody's warned Spain yesterday that its sovereign debt could actually be downgraded, and also there's there are issues over Portuguese costs for its debts as well. I mean, the euro debt crisis really isn't over yet, is it?
Well, no, it's not. The crisis continues. We have good news coming out of the U.S. with stronger industrial production and low inflation, but bad news coming out of the Eurozone. Yeah. Long a concern, a downgrade of Spain's debt would put it front and center on the map for the crisis. This is much more serious than what we've seen so far with Ireland and Greece, as Spain's GDP is twice that of Ireland, Greece, and Portugal all combined.
Wow.
Now, Moody's has said that it doesn't expect a bailout, but that it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Meanwhile, in Portugal, we have short-term financing costs doubled over the last month. So the real risk here is that yields will continue to rise, making borrowing costs prohibitive and therefore requiring a bailout.
So, talking about risks as well, I mean, there are growing concerns over a dollar crisis as well. And, of course, the UAE is pegged to the US dollar. However, the UAE central bank governor has actually come out and said, the peg will remain. What are the sort of risks for the UAE, though? What does this mean for the UAE?
Well, the concern is that there should be some type of plan to exit the dollar peg in case of a rapid deceleration in the dollar or a move to new lows. Now, a declining dollar and therefore a declining dirham makes imports more expensive, raising inflation. It also restricts some options that the UAE might have in responding to an economic crisis. Now, this debate has been going on for many years, and the UAE central bank has made it very clear that it's not going to get rid of the peg in the immediate future. Now, I would expect that this debate will intensify in case the dollar does start approaching new lows. Meanwhile, we've seen the dollar rising since early November.
So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that one, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for your time. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Now, property developer Nikhil plans to issue a 6 billion dirham Islamic bond to trade creditors at the end of January as a part of its restructuring plan. Nikhil chairman Ali Rashid Lutar has reportedly expressed confidence that the Dubai developer can close the file during the coming 45 days. Currently, under the restructuring plan, trade creditors have been offered 40% of what they are owed in cash and the remaining 60% through a sukuk. High-end retail is on the road to recovery, according to a new CB Richard Ellis report, who estimate around 1 million square metres of retail space is set to become available within the next 36 months. Luxury brands are currently taking advantage of the new extension in Mall of the Emirates, with leading retailer Hugo Boss reopening a Boss store in collaboration with Bin Hendi Enterprise, expanding over 4,500 square feet, featuring the latest in fashion and accessories. As Mall of the Emirates witnessed the opening of the luxury fashion dome, other shopping malls in the Emirate are now looking to reassess their position in the market.
Today we're proud to say that we're one of the pioneer brands. We're the leaders, in fact, in the men industry, hopefully in the future in women too. Today we have 84 point of sales. 84 point of sales covering the entire Middle East. It is quite satisfactory, covering all the brands, the menswear and the women's wear, where 40 of those shops are Boss stores, Hugo Boss stores. The others are combined brands, what we call multi-brand. So we have 24 multi-brands between clothing and accessories, and we have 40 franchise stores covering all the brands of Hugo Boss, between Boss Black, Boss Selection, Boss Green, Boss Orange, and not to forget Hugo. We will hopefully show you more and more concepts in the future where you can enjoy more and more products from Hugo Boss. And I think 2011 will be a star year for Hugo Boss, where we'll shine among all the brands as well.
Now, jewellery trade accounts for more than 25% of the UAE's non-oil foreign trade, with a total value of $50 billion. Different styles, trends and competitive pricing are key drivers for an industry that continues to show growth potential in the MENA region. A networking hub for existing and new suppliers, the Fashion, Jewellery and Accessories Fair saw exhibitors from over 15 countries showcase elite pieces from around the world. Linda Beringa reports.
Here at Dubai's 6th International Fashion, Jewellery, Accessories and Watch Fair, many good present ideas are on display. From India, Norway, Germany and many other countries across the world have these exhibitors come, because for them the MENA market is a lucrative one with high potential.
Now in 2010 and 2011, the trade industry is looking into that kind of 10%, which is about 120 to 125 billion US dollar in the future. Yeah, so that's kind of a big opportunity for the jewelry industry and also the overseas companies. That's why they come to Dubai and participate on the event.
Many economies across the world are recovering. Consumers are again buying jewelry. But still, the good old golden days are not quite back yet for the jewelry manufacturers, for the wholesalers and retailers. So it's a very good opportunity these days to head out to new frontiers.
I arrived at the beginning of the crisis. I know that it was not the best moment to invest everywhere in the world. But I feel Emirates stay a good place to invest. It's because I choose to come here and invest in Emirates.
As our products, they are made in Germany, have a lot of success in Europe since over 20 years. We wanted to test the local market.
Dubai is like a center point now for the Arab countries, especially in the Middle East, between Middle East and Gulf. So it's a common point where people come here to make trades or to introduce new brands in the area. And I selected Dubai because it's the best now among other countries, and it is known internationally.
Nowadays, because of economic crisis, people have stopped investing in jewelry. Everybody sees their priority first. Jewelry is not the priority for every normal person. It comes into the luxury. And when there is an economic crisis, luxury comes on the second step, definitely. But now it has been improving from last few months, what we can feel is. And especially in Dubai, I heard it's a great city to promote our products and people interested in jewelry.
The jewellery, accessories and watch business looks sparkly promising here in the UAE, especially now during Christmas season. For the manufacturers and retailers, merry times lie ahead. Linda Berenger, City7 Business.
On the way after the break, we talk to Justin Du, the Security Practice Director for Emerging Regions at Semantic Corporation, about the rise of hackers targeting social networking sites.